And gentlemen, this is Blubberbo announcing. Just got in Team Select. A chaotic time getting everyone in the game, in the custom game. LOL interface, not the most straightforward. But here we are, blue team, purple team. First ban coming out will be Kassadin for the blue team. Still a pretty common ban. He's really dominant in lane versus an AP champion. He's really scary if he gets fed. Second ban, or the first ban for the purple team, will be LeBlanc. Not that common of a ban, but she is also really scary. She just has unprecedented bursts. And also is really scary if she gets fed or she gets a Soul Stealer and starts to get stacks without getting taken down. Shaco is the second ban for the blue team. A good ban, a common one. Shaco is really dangerous in the jungle. He can be really good at counter jungling as well as just absolutely wreak havoc on any lane if you're not prepared for him, or like I said about Kassadin and LeBlanc, if he gets a little bit fed, definitely can be really scary. Skarner is the second ban coming out for the purple team. Relatively common ban. Skarner is really strong in the jungle. His ulti is just so powerful. A suppression that also allows him to move someone, as well as him being tanky and having that speed buff from his shield. Really strong. Soraka is the third ban for the blue team. Not the most common ban, but a lot of people nowadays have been saying how Soraka is the one support who's able to make an AD champion or a player playing an AD carry who isn't the best is able to make them a little bit better. Soraka has so much sustain, giving mana back, giving health back. And there's Sona coming out for the third champion, the third ban on the purple team. Also an interesting ban. You don't see supports banned particularly often, and as you saw, number one Baduk picks up Rammus for the blue team, first pick, and immediately locked in. Really common ban is Rammus. Jungle Rammus can be so scary. Coming out of the bushes, powerball and turboing in there with his taunt as well as his ulti. He's really strong and really scary. We've got the first two picks for the purple team being Graves, AD carry, and Heimerdinger, Rob Roney. Trying to get all these names right. Rob Roney, hope I'm saying that right. Feel free to whisper me if I'm getting it totally wrong. Does have the highest ELO in this game. That was apparent at Champion Select. Number one Baduk in the world may be good, but as of yet, Prejudice shows Rob Roney has the advantage in terms of normal wins and ELO. So we'll see. We got Heimerdinger and Rammus on those two champions, on those two summoners. The blue team's second pick will be Annie on Darkened Sun and Karma on Awinia. Hope that was right. I think that was right. Two of the common supports to play, Stone and Straka, maybe the two most common supports, were banned, and so you have Karma coming in, switching at the last minute, Awinia to Janna. Janna's pretty decent support, especially with an AD carry. Her ability to shield, not only shielding damage, absorbing damage, but also giving that AD carry some extra AD, is definitely really strong. You see her pick up the flash and the heal. And here comes the third pick for the purple team will be Taric. Also a common support. He's got a really strong heal, also heals himself when he heals a different target. His ulti gets a nice buff on his team, as well as the stun, shatter, ulti combo does a decent amount of damage. Definitely for support, it does a decent amount of damage. Fourth pick for the purple team coming out will be Gangplank. Everybody loves the Gangplank. There's always a Gangplank on one of the teams. It feels like the frequency of people playing him, I don't feel has gone down very much at all, if at all. So here we go. We got the fourth and fifth pick for the blue team coming out. Looks like we're going to see an AD carry as well as a solo top coming out here. You can see now the team compositions coming together. The purple team has their AD carry. Heimerdinger most likely will be solo mid. There is Vayne on the blue team, a really strong pick. Vayne is an AD carry, if not the strongest AD carry in the game right now. Really powerful. The condemned CC, the silver bullets, she can do a lot of damage if fed or just with a lot of CS late game. Vayne can be really scary. It has all that mobility, being able to dash around as well as her ulti, making it stealth her for a short while. The fourth pick for the blue team was an interesting one, Swain. They already have Annie to hit up the middle and be their AP carry, but they now pick Swain, which we can assume will solo top. Not what I would expect for the blue team to pick the solo top, because it is an AP champion, but Swain can be really tanky, and it's going to force the other team, the purple team, to get an Ignite, because you don't want to roll against the Swain without an Ignite. That ulti, on top of him being tanky, can make him really tanky and really hard to take down. He's also got slow, a snare. He's got some decent crowd control on him, and we see Jungle Cho'Gath is going to be that final pick for the purple team, making Gangplank the solo top, who is also viable at jungle, but we're going to see him with teleport. It's going to take solo top. And we have Taric and Gray is going to be at the bottom with Heimerdinger in the middle. Interesting team comps on both sides. We have CC on both sides. You got the Taric CC, Heimerdinger CC, and the Cho'Gath knockup. However, that in comparison to Annie's stun, which isn't only a stun, but a huge AoE stun and a lot of burst damage, Janna's knockup, Swain, who just switched to teleport right there, snare, Rammus taunt, and Vayne stun, condemn him against a wall. It looks like the CC is going to be in favor of the blue team, but obviously that does not guarantee a win. It's going to be about how both of these teams are able to dish out the damage they do, as well as utilize that CC. I was talking about the Swain calls for the other team to pick up an Ignite. That purple team, in fact, didn't pick up an Ignite, and in fact doesn't have an exhaust either. A really something that could play a key role. No Ignite and no exhaust is not something you typically see. Of course, it's not absolutely mandatory that a team has Ignite or exhaust, but when a team fight situation comes out, or a 1v1 or a 2v2 skirmishes come out on the map, when this blue team, Annie's got exhaust, Vayne has exhaust, Swain has Ignite, you're going to see that extra damage over time, as well as the healing mitigation from the Ignite, and then the exhaust both crippling the damage as well as the movement speed of members of the purple team, which they will not be able to do in turn to the blue team. A couple other interesting things to note here: not in every game do you see teleport, but in this match we're going to have purple team Gangplank teleport as well as blue team Swain teleport. They will be both up top, so they'll both be able to reduce the downtime either after being killed or going back to base of getting in and getting that experience, getting the minion kills up there. But it will also perhaps lead to some interesting situations, a surprise teleport in a team fight, maybe some backdooring, although those aren't particularly big backdoor champions. Gangplank could be relatively dangerous doing that. We do have two teleports. Neither team has clairvoyance. Everybody knows a couple patches back, Riot did nerf clairvoyance. There was the reduction not only in there was the increase in the cooldown and the reduction on the time the clairvoyance spends on the map, and so it's becoming less and less common, I would argue, for supports to roll clairvoyance. And that's why you see Janna has flash heal and Taric as well has flash heal. They're not going to have that ability to remove the fog of war anywhere on the map. They're going to have to rely on wards, in particular either on the junglers or on the supports, to really ward the jungle well so that they can see when ganks are coming or get a one-up on the enemy trying to get their red or blue buff and surprise them. Heal, in turn, instead of clairvoyance, the pick of heal is really strong, especially if either of those champions have the talent. 15% increase. Healing everyone in close proximity, especially in a team fight, that can be really big. Or even in a lane. Janna is one of those supports. So she can dish out CC on the enemy with her tornado, slow them down, as well as has that passive speed buff for her team, as well as put a shield on her ally, but she does not have any pure sustain like Soraka or like Taric or like Sona, who can heal their allies. So heal, the summoner spell, could be really clutch for Janna in this game. She does have her ulti, but it's not that much, and it's not particularly convenient to use with a long cooldown and them having to stay within that AoE heal. And so Flash is a really common pick on supports, especially with low movement speed. Not that Janna has a problem with movement speed, but with Taric, he is tanky, but Flash is nice to kind of get out of there at the last minute, and so it's not surprising that both of these supports are rolling flash heal. Here we are in the loading screen. We've got a couple skins coming out, only 2 skins down there on the purple team, whereas the blue team has a skin on every champion. Not very common, you see that. Gonna play a little bit of an intimidation factor, and Rob Roney, our star player with the highest ELO, also is not rolling a skin. We're gonna see if maybe Rammus up there at the top, Baduk, #1 in world, as he is self-proclaimed. with his Ninja Rammus skin is going to be able to do something. Some really cool skins, in particular the Gangplank Toy Soldier, I believe it's called, in spirit of the holidays, and Christmas just happened. It's a really cool Nutcracker looking skin. I like the Taric skin. He looks just even more fabulous than he did before. Janna's skin looks pretty sweet. And Annie, I think we got Inverse Annie, I think it's called. She's in the bear costume, and the Tibbers looks like her. Vayne looks like Lady Gaga, and we have whatever Polar Explorer, Siberian Explorer, Swain. Also looks pretty sweet in my opinion. And Cho'Gath, I didn't really talk about it much, but Cho'Gath is going to be the jungle against Rammus. Could be an interesting matchup. Like I said, Rammus is really strong and has really strong ganks. Cho'Gath too, if played right, can be really scary in the jungle. He's got the knock-up, he's got the slow, he's got the silence, and he's got that pure, true damage from his feast. He can be really scary as well, and you know that's why he picked up Ghost, is to catch up and either land a feast or land a silence on him. And here we go. The game has started. There is none of that initial game clairvoyance. We got blue pings going down, so the teams do not know where their enemies are going, what builds their enemies are starting out with. They don't see this Taric build of an invisible ward, 2 sight wards, eggnog, health potion, and fairy charm. We don't really see any kind of communication pre-game to these teams. Annie is right here sitting on the fountain. She's going to queue up her stun right there. She picked up her E first. A good job. If there is a level 1 team fight, I think it would definitely be in favor of the blue team over there, just because they have so much CC. Vayne, you see, a smart Vayne player won't, or a smart any player almost, except for someone like Annie who's got to queue up her stun, won't pick up a skill just yet, because if a team fight breaks out, Vayne is going to want to make sure she gets condemn in order to land that condemn right away. A good job by Vayne as well as Janna. Not sure whether you're going to just want to go in lane and start to sustain, or whether you're going to want to have that clutch ability to win that level 1 team fight. Heimerdinger in that bush right there all alone. The purple team is... Sorry, I'm reading the slash all. Okay. Masturbation. Point taken. Purple team is a little spread out right here. We have Gangplank up there guarding the Wraiths. Awesome. I really like that skin. It's the first time I've seen it in the game. Awesome skin, Gangplank. Graves dancing up here. It's not like he's going to get clairvoyanced. And Taric's going to maybe help Cho'Gath do the wolves first. Annie is over here too. Vayne and Swain and Janna are down here by the red buff. Not looking like a level 1 team fight. Probably better for both teams. They're usually chaotic and no one knows what happened. No one can really predict what's going to happen. Rammus is down here starting up the wolves. Cho'Gath also doing the wolves. Heimerdinger helping him out a little bit. Wolves chasing him. They did change the jungle. One of the new jungle changes that Riot implemented that makes it only the person who gets the last hit on the jungle minion gets the experience. You can no longer steal experience. And so that is really key here with team members helping their teammates begin to jungle. Cho'Gath takes down blue only moments before Rammus does. We have Swain moving up to his position. Gangplank is alone up there. Annie takes her position against Heimerdinger. She has not blown her stun yet. And bottom comes down. Here we go. Oh, wow. Taric gets a stun, and then Graves gets a lot of damage onto Vayne. Janna at the last moment gets that CC out. Wow. And that was really close to a death. That Taric stun, and then Graves Q. Man, that was a lot of damage on Vayne. You know Lady Gaga is shaking in her boots, which she does have boots of speed. She's shaking in them right now. Here's another Taric stun, and we got Summoner's skill heal right there, and some damage is going to get tossed back at Taric, and Vayne and Janna are going to auto-attack him, do a little bit, and wow, this Taric is playing aggressive already. Vayne has popped 2 health potions now. We got a purple ping right there. No purple ward, but a blue ward indeed. And what is going to happen? Already a little bit of action. No one dead. A good job by Janna getting some damage out, as well as that CC. That CC was paramount in saving her ally Vayne right there. Swain and Gangplank up here just gonna try to farm a little bit. Depending on Swain's mana regen, he's gonna need a decent amount of mana regen to be able to keep up with this Gangplank. Gangplank has a lot of sustain. He can heal himself, get himself out of CC. He's a scary laning partner, and depending on this Swain's play style and playability. Oh wow, and Graves is deep and he gets exhausted, and Vayne is trying to run away. She's going to get a run away, and Janna gets a CC out, but it doesn't hit anyone. Vayne is trying to get out of there, but Graves is going to get the first blood on Vayne, and now Janna tries to flash away, but then gets stunned by Taric, and it's going to be a double kill. Can he get out? No, Giant's going to get away, and minions are attacking Janna, and it was actually minions that get the last hit, even though Graves gets credit for it. Janna trying to get away. Vayne doing a good job getting some misdirection, running into that other bush. But this Taric Graves combo thus far has proven to they're gonna give the blue team a run for their money down here at the bottom. Sirox and the Dean Man are gonna get some decent damage to the tower. Vayne coming back here, level 2, and Graves and Taric both level 3 or level 4. Wow, Heimerdinger dealing a decent amount of damage to Annie. She's down to about 25% health. Rammus is coming around for a gank. Will he come out? Yes, he is going to come on. And Heimerdinger gets caught in a bad position. And there's the taunt. Red and blue up. Annie goes in there. CC coming down. And Heimerdinger flashes out. An excellent job by the Heimerdinger. He has a health potion popped. Annie is low. Is Annie going to get picked off by the Heimerdinger? It's not a good idea for Annie to stay in here with this little health. She has the stun up. Here comes Rammus for round 2 on Heimerdinger with no flash. Here he goes. Rammus flashes in there and taunts him. Oh, and Heimerdinger is not able to take Annie down. And what a job by the Rammus. The second round gank. #1 B-Duke in the world, ladies and gentlemen. He comes around for the second gank knowing that the Heimerdinger did not have flash. He flashes in there. He taunts her moments before he's able to take down Annie. An excellent job. Now it is 1-2 instead of 0-2 for these teams right here. Vayne is coming back from being in base. Looks like we have a little bit of skirmishing on top. Vayne gets some damage down. Swain gets some damage down on Gangplank. Gangplank is low on mana. One of the few times we're going to see Gangplank a little bit vulnerable is when he doesn't have that mana. He's a really strong champion, especially when he gets tanky. But at this early in the game, if he doesn't have mana, he's not going to be able to do his normal lane dominance that you would expect to see from a Gangplank. Swain has 1 health potion, as does Gangplank. He's got that regrowth pendant to give him some health over time. And here we go in the middle. Some damage being tossed back and forth. And at the bottom, Vayne and Janna are pushed pretty far back to their tower. And wow, Graves buckshot, and then his auto attack. First on Janna and now on Vayne. A lot of damage. This has been really, really scary for Janna and Vayne. They're going to need those Rammus ganks if they're going to stay in this game. The Taric stun and the Graves just pure burst is something that is pretty scary. A purple ping right there. They've got that ward. Absolutely excellent placement by Taric on that ward. And there's another buckshot on Janna. We're not sure that the blue team knows that here comes Rammus. He's coming in. Are him and Vayne going to be able to make something happen? Are they going to be able to stop something? We get a taunt off. Maybe. No, Rammus is not able. He does get the taunt off on Taric, but Graves does too much damage to Vayne, and they're going to have to go back. A good job by Rammus. He didn't know that the purple team had the ward right there. That ward was absolutely clutch for Vayne and Taric. Rammus staying in the bush. Here he comes, powerballing out again. Is he going to get stunned? We're not sure. There's the taunt on Taric. Are they going to be able to make something happen? Here comes the tornado and a lot of damage and a condemn onto Taric. A good job. Are they going to be able to take down Taric? Oh my god, Taric gets away with almost no health. And here comes Cho'Gath. Going to make something happen. Is a member of the blue team going to die? Absolutely chaotic. And there, Toasty Almond takes down the Janna with his silence. Oh man, what was looking so good for the blue team as they were pushing hard on the tower. Taric solo. Here comes Vayne again. What is Vayne doing? Has got to get back. Looking so good for the blue team. Does not end well. Cho'Gath coming in at the last minute. Graves auto attack. He has no mana and only 30% health, but an excellent job of the purple team, especially that jungle Cho'Gath coming in at the last minute, securing that kill on Vayne. Here comes Annie. We got the purple ping on her. They know she's coming. Is Heimerdinger going to come? No. Swain is back in the base, allowing Gangplank to free farm a little bit. There he goes, teleports in there. It's what I was talking about. Ooh, a little bit of damage being tossed out to Gangplank. Swain doesn't have full mana. He wanted to get up there quickly. A ping from Annie. There's a purple ward there too. As of yet, it is 1. Wow, Heimerdinger doing a decent amount of damage. Pops his ulti to try to get something done to Annie. Gets his stun up there. Doesn't hit her, but does strike a little bit of fear into her hearts. It's Taric and Cho'Gath at the bottom with Graves coming back. We got Cho'Gath getting 1 feast. He's got the Philosopher's Stone. Gangplank is a little bit low. Swain is also a little bit low. The purple team is ahead 2 kills, but what more importantly, the gold disparity right now is 11,000 to 8,000. That's about 3k gold globally for this purple team that is unanswered for on the blue team. And what that really has, what we've seen as responsible for that is one of the reasons is the ability of the purple team to ward. They have been warding extremely well. We have that ward here to show Annie and Rammus's movement. We had that ward in the tri-bush right there, letting them know that Rammus was coming to gank the bottom. A good job by the purple team thus far, laying down the wards. Not to mention Taric and Graves. Taric and Soraka might be scared. See, there's another Taric stun, and a lot of damage coming from Graves. Another almost kill. Janna has to blow her flash in a situation where she really shouldn't have to. This Taric and this Graves combo has been really dangerous for the blue team, and Graves has just been able to dish out so much damage. He's already got the BF sword as well as the Doran's blade. Really scary down there. Rammus coming in the back. Gangplank is overextended. We are going to see the Powerball. Here he comes. Swain is going to go up and help him, hopefully. And we know that Gangplank can get out of a CC. He's going to flash. And is he going to get taunted? There goes the snare. Doesn't hit him. He goes the wrong way. He's trying to juke him. Rammus ulti down. He's going to get slowed by Swain. And here we go. Are we going to see a taunt? There's the taunt. And he gets out of the taunt. Is Gangplank going to get away? No way, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to be taken down. A really good job by the Gangplank avoiding that gank. Gangplank avoiding that gank. You saw him go one way to dodge it. You saw him go the other way. He saved his ability, that Eat Scurvy, I think it's called, or whatever, to get out of that CC. You saw him save it because he knew that the Rammus taunt was coming. He didn't use it with Swain, and instead he used his ability as a player to avoid that Swain snare and then saved his ability to get out of CC for taunt. A really good job by Gangplank. Unfortunately, there was nothing he could do. He did everything he could, and there just wasn't anything with the two-person gank with Rammus and Swain. He wasn't able to get away. Here we go. Graves coming in, doing a decent amount of damage. Oh no! And here we go. Vayne trying to avoid the damage by tumbling out of the way, but Taric popping his ulti as well as Shatter with the stun. This is just not looking good for the blue team at all. Is this bottom turret going to go down? It's not, because they have no more minions. But wow, this Graves and this Taric. Vayne doing a good job trying to get out of that buckshot. Oh wow, and there goes the Graves ulti, and Janna now has to heal, summoner skill heal, to not get killed. I don't think she would have been killed anyway, but she does it just in case, to not die by the Graves ulti. We got a purple ping right here on the tower. The Graves and the Taric right now are the story, the cream of the crop on the purple team, really getting it done. We have Graves with 62 minion kills and Vayne with 18. 18 to 63 minion kills. It is not looking good early in the game. I was talking before the game about how a Vayne can absolutely dominate if fed, but that is exactly the key. The Vayne has to be fed. When you're this far behind, and it's because you're simply being beat in lane, it's going to be hard for them to catch up. She's got Madred's razors and unupgraded boots, and Graves already has a BF sword and a Doran's blade, and he's going back. Swain is overextended here. Cho'Gath and Gangplank coming in. Is Swain going to be able to get out? He lays down the snare. It's going to hit Cho'Gath, and then he's silenced. No way is Swain going to be able to get out of here. Absolutely no way. Masturbation gets the kill, as much as I hate to say it. Masturbation with the kill. Cho'Gath helping him clear the minion wave. They're going to try to push that tower a little bit. This early in the game, it is only 2-5. 12 minutes left. We got about over 5,000 gold. 5,000 gold as the difference between these two teams. You have that one tower down. That is 750 gold globally for this purple team, I believe. I may be wrong though. And this, at this point, it looks like that difference is just going to grow. The blue team needs to play it smart, needs to get CS, try to come back and not get picked off. Rammus coming in here in the middle to try to pick up the slack. Well, not slack, but trying to cover the middle lane for the blue team. Janna and Vayne here at the bottom with Graves, Taric in the bush. She might come out and do some damage. I believe Annie and Swain, Annie or Swain, one of them wanted to switch, and that's why we see Swain now in the middle against Heimerdinger and Annie up top. Man, Graves' buckshot just does a lot of damage. They have no problem pushing this lane. They're not that scared. They have that tower down. They know they're not going to get caught. Taric does get hit by that tornado right there, but it's really not that much. Cho'Gath moving around in the jungle, you can see him. He's got the Philosopher's Stone, he's got the Null Magic Cloak, the Heart of Gold, he's got 2 GP5 items, and here comes Rammus for a gank. Maybe you see Cho'Gath's going to turn around. Rammus doesn't know he's there. He flashes in, he taunts. Oh no, and then he gets silenced and knocked out, and there's the Swain. Wow, a lot of damage to Heimerdinger. A good job by Rammus, and now Cho'Gath's going to try to get away, and he gets ignited. Is he going to be able to get away? Where is the cooldown on taunt? Here it comes, maybe. Oh, and a good job by Cho'Gath, knocking out Rammus at the exact clutch time. That is the type of Cho'Gath, ladies and gentlemen. that is the most scary. A really good job. Here come Vayne and Taric. There's the Taric stun, and Graves and Taric, and there's the shatter and the ulti by Taric coming in to take out the garbage. Not calling you guys garbage, it's just a figure of speech. But Taric and Graves coming in and getting that kill on the Rammus. Graves still just so much damage. He's already got a bloodthirster. It's 13 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. This Graves is fed, and he is scary, ladies and gentlemen. He is 4-0 and has 85 CS. Vayne is trying to take advantage. Oh wow, and I'm sorry I missed that. Sorry, in the middle. But Graves takes down Swain, most likely with his ulti. You saw Swain there without a lot of health, and it's not a good idea with a champion like Graves. He's pretty tanky already at this point. But man, to stay in there, and Graves gets another tower, another 750, I believe it's 750 gold for this purple team. And here we got Cho'Gath initiating the dragon. Vayne moving around. Does she know what's happening? She does, because they have that ward there. Not really much she's going to be able to do about it. Cho'Gath is getting pretty low against that dragon, but still the advantage is just further growing. We got over 8,000 gold is now the difference between these teams. 22,000 for the purple team and 14.3 thousand for that blue team over there. 4 unanswered kills for the purple team. Annie getting pushed a little bit by Gangplank. Gangplank getting pretty tanky himself. He's got the Heart of Gold. He's got that Giant's Belt. You know that, once the Gangplank gets a couple items, he's going to be really scary. And Annie does do Burst, but she really doesn't have much AP. She's got the Doran's Ring. She's got the Ruby Crystal and the Sapphire Crystal. She is going Roa, but it's going to be a while till that Roa is up and fully charged. Heimerdinger with the blue buff. Wow, a lot of damage going down to Swain. Tries to hit him with the stun. Isn't able to. Heimerdinger is scary, especially there. Man, those torpedoes, those missiles do a lot of damage coming from Heimerdinger, and he's got that low cooldown and basically infinite mana with the blue buff. Heimerdinger doing a good job in this middle lane. He's got a 104 CS between Annie and Swain. Not that much. Wow, and a lot of damage going down to Swain. Swain is going to have to go back, especially without that tower. Rammus coming in. That's why Swain hasn't gone back. Is Heimerdinger going to get trapped, or is he not? We're going to see. There comes his ult. He gets taunted by Rammus, out of tower range. Good positioning by Rammus. And Heimerdinger tries to, he flashes away. Is he going to be able to get away? He's trying to kite Rammus. Oh, and there tries, the stun comes down, and that ulti by Heimerdinger is just doing so much damage. Here comes Cho'Gath. He's got Ghost. Is he going to be able to get Rammus? Rammus trying to run away. Cho'Gath trying to land CC, but he's not going to be able to. Heimerdinger is just so bold. So bold. Oh, and I'm sorry I missed that, but Taric pops the ulti with the stun, I'm sure, and Graves get another kill on Vayne. 16 minutes, and it is now 3-8. It is not looking good for this blue team, and Cho'Gath, is he going to get the kill on Swain? Oh, and Cho'Gath gets the kill on Swain under the tower, hits him with the CC, gets him with the silence, and Cho'Gath with another kill. An excellent job in the jungle. This purple team in every lane, the bottom, the top with Gangplank, even though he's not getting kills, he is out CSing. He's got that 107 CS in the middle and in the jungle. This purple team is looking on top of their game, ladies and gentlemen. We saw an excellent job by Heimerdinger in the middle right here. Rammus came in to gank him, a good job. Swain not backing too far off because he wanted to get in on that gank, trying to turn the tides there, and Rammus doing a good job. But Heimerdinger just barely getting away from him and kiting Rammus around in those turrets with his ulti up. A really good job by Heimerdinger. And Heimerdinger gets away, and so did Rammus, until Graves and Taric did what they had to do, got up there and secured that kill. There's a purple ping on the blue-red buff. Rammus might try to make something happen here at the bottom. He's just exploring, but there is that purple ward. We saw at the beginning the purple ward on Taric. The blue team might have had a heads up on that if they had some kind of clairvoyance or something, but they do not. Heimerdinger is moving around in the blue team's jungle. You can see the dominance in this game of the purple team so much that Heimerdinger is just going to walk into the blue team's jungle and pick up the wolves. He's not really scared of anything. He's going to put down a turret. He's going to put down a turret for visibility and to disrupt Rammus' jungle if he continues it. Cho'Gath here in the bush. He's got the Kindle gem. Oh, and wow, an excellently placed pop-up for Cho'Gath. Annie might be able to get away. She tibbers to get the stun, but a really good job by that Cho'Gath. Annie flashed when Cho'Gath came out, and Cho'Gath had timed his, rupture to knock Annie up in perfect placing, and they're going to be able to push this turret. I don't think Annie's going to be able to fend them off. Heimerdinger doing what he can to push Swain. Swain probably pretty scared, and there's fighting here at the bottom. Rammus comes in. There's an exhaust toss down. Vayne is able to get away with a little bit of health. Rammus also goes with a little bit of health. Wow, Graves doing so much damage. Taric, and Vayne goes down 2 Graves, and Janna's going to try to get away, but Graves with the double kill Taric stun, almost killing Janna right there. Janna does not have a lot of health, and Rammus is going to try to get out of there. Rammus and Slash All says GG. Number 1 Baduk is not able, it looks like, to carry this team. We have 11,000 gold in favor of the purple team right here. Number 1 feeder bot is now Rammus's Slash All taunt to his own team. And we have Graves and Taric moving up to take out the second bottom turret of the blue team. Like I said, I don't want to downplay anything. Gangplank has not been seeing the majority of the action. There goes that bottom turret. But Gangplank, make no doubt, ladies and gentlemen, has been doing what he needs to do up top. He's been getting minion kills for whatever reason. If the blue team doesn't surrender at 20, that Gangplank is going to be fed, and he's going to be able to do what he needs to do because he's got gold P5, he's got the Heart of Gold, and he's got Executioner's Calling. Here comes Cho'Gath out again on Annie. Doesn't get the CC that time, but there's a Gangplank ulti, and they want it. Cho'Gath has so much health. There's the feast, and they're going to take down Annie, no problem. Cho'Gath taking hits left and right from the tower, but this Cho'Gath with 2,766 health. Here comes Rammus. Are they going to be able to kill Cho'Gath? Let's see. Here we go. Rammus with red buff. We're going to see the taunt coming soon. There's the taunt. Gangplank attacking the tower. Cho'Gath taking damage. Here comes Swain. Swain CC comes out. And there goes Cho'Gath to number 1 Baduk. And are we going to see a kill on Gangplank now? Here we got Powerball in. We got taunt. He doesn't have the ability to get out of it. No, he does. There it is. He's going to try to run. Swain coming in too. There's the the flash of the Gangplank on the last second. Rammus is hungry. Rammus wants to kill. He's under the tower, but can they fight? No, they can't. He's taking too many hits. Swain, what is Swain doing? Now takes a couple hits on the towers too. We got Graves and Taric coming in. We got the blue pings because they know they're coming. You don't want to dive in the tower. Gangplank can't get out of your CC. Rammus is going to try to get the kill though. Swain CC misses. Here comes Graves. They're not going to be able to take down Gangplank. No, they are. There's the ignite. Gangplank has taken down Swain too, but is Rammus going to be able to get away? No, he's not. Taric went around and taking hits on the tower. No one can escape this Graves, ladies and gentlemen. He is now 9-0-1, 125 CS. He has the Bloodthirster, which is fully stacked. He has the Berserker's Greaves. He has another BF Swords and the crit Cloak of Agility. This is not looking good. We are now at 20 minutes and 40 seconds with the surrender vote failed for the blue team. Sorry, I'm drinking water. Wow! I'm sorry, I was drinking water. Annie is just absolutely shredded. I'm going to stop yelling at this point, I think, because my voice kind of hurts. But Annie just gets shredded at that top tower. She does a good job. She puts down her ulti to get that stun off, but she isn't able because, honestly, at this point, Taric and Graves are unstoppable. The purple ping on this tower, so much global gold. Each tower is 190 or 85. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact number. Each tower gives gold to this purple team, every single member. And at this point, when the purple team has 4 towers and the blue team has 0 towers, that is a huge, huge disadvantage for the blue team. Rammus chasing Heimerdinger, but it's going to have to come over. Taric is so bold right now. There's the Graves ulti. An easy kill on Swain. And there goes Graves. Clan's trying to get out of there. Vayne's going to come in. Is Vayne going to be able to kill him? Rammus is there. Here comes the Gangplank ulti, and exhaust goes down on Vayne. Legendary Vayne. Graves is taken down. Vayne is trying to get away. Good job of Vayne condemning, and then the Rammus on. Oh, but the double kill by Heimerdinger coming in. Annie is here. Annie cues the wrong target of minion. Rammus is going to be able to get away. Is Annie going to be able to kill Heimerdinger? Heimerdinger trying to run away, gets the ulti down in the turn, and Rammus is still there. They don't know what to do. Heimerdinger gonna get up there. Heimerdinger has Ghost and gets the kill on Annie, and Rammus is trying to get away. We have the stun coming down, but not landing, and Heimerdinger is ghosting after Rammus. A chase to the death with the blue buff on Heimerdinger. Rammus powerballing for his life, ladies and gentlemen, to get out of there. An absolutely chaotic team fight. Vayne did an excellent job condemning against the wall, getting that kill, getting the gold from killing the legendary Graves, and then tumbling out of the way. But Heimerdinger comes in and gets the double kill right there and will secure this tower kill for the purple team. Gangplank is now going to see Rammus. Oh, is he not? Gangplank, really interesting missed opportunity right here. Is going to go back in this bush when Rammus is doing the red buff here. If only he saw this Rammus, he could probably easily kill the Rammus. But Rammus number 1 Baduk picks up the red buff. It is really not looking good for the blue team at this point, but they are refusing to surrender. Janna trying to defend this turret. She gets the shield up, and here comes Swain and Annie coming up the gut. Heimerdinger going back in the bush. She's pretty confident that no one's going to look in the bush, especially with those towers there. Oh, but Annie dies. She ulties the bush. She knew that he was there. Oh, a chance by Annie, but an excellent job. Dark and Sun getting that kill on Heimerdinger. Another 363 gold. Graves and Taric doing a good job taking out that inner middle turret of the blue team right here. The blue team is pushed, ladies and gentlemen, to the inhibitor turrets on every lane except for that top lane where they only have one turret left. Swain and Vayne picking up those minion kills right here. We have a lot of purple wards going down. At this point, when you have been successful in being aggressive, the purple team knows that you got to put wards in the enemy jungle and you have to control the jungle. It's demoralizing and it's powerful to have control of the jungle. Here we got a ping on Rammus. Are we going to get the kill? There's the Taric stun, and he tries to powerball out of there, but the powerball gets ticked and he flashes to get out of there. Rammus is going to be able to get out of there. Graves doing a lot of damage. Gangplank also in the area. Cho'Gath farming up there in the jungle, and Heimerdinger in the base. And here we go. Push to this tower. Is something gonna happen right here? Great. As I was talking about, wow, Swain doing some damage. 2 Graves right there. Gangplank is here too. Here comes the Gangplank ulti. Taric getting in there and gets condemned backwards. Gonna get hit by the tower. Wow, Taric taking a lot of damage. Graves ulti comes in and does a lot. And Graves and Gangplank is there. Unfortunately, weren't able to do anything to help their Taric. Taric just getting condemned back. A good job by Vayne. A little bit of retribution right there, showing that she knows what she has to do. Good job. An unanswered kill for the blue team. It is still 9-19, and I have a feeling if they were in a team fight, especially look at this Cho'Gath. 6 stacks of feast, 3,000 health. That is a lot. And Rammus and Vayne now coming out. Like I was saying before, that Gangplank has been doing a good job, or up until this point, I mean, still doing a good job, but did a good job at top doing what he has to do. He is tanky at this point. He's got the Warmogs and he's got the Atlas. He's dangerous, and you can see him not being too scared of going into tower range. Wow, and Graves and Gangplank are able to tower dive and take down Annie, but now they're both going to get attacked. Graves has to cleanse to get out of there. Rammus is going to get, wow, and Vayne is going to get the kill on him, and Gangplank is going to try to get away, but there's CC from Janna. There's an exhaust. Here's the Swain CC. There's an exhaust. It is just too much on masturbation on Gangplank. Isn't able to get out. They were a little bit cocky, and they did get that Annie kill, but they paid for it in turn. However, when it's 11-20, it could be worth it to take down the Annie. It's a little bit discouraging for this blue team. And here Heimerdinger is going to try to 2v2, gets condemned, and Rammus is here, and is he going to get the taunt off? No, yes he is. There it is, too much, and Vayne is going to be able to get the kill. Cho'Gath coming around the corner. There he goes. He pops Ghost. He wants something. He wants blood. His CC goes down but misses. Janna is there. He's not going to be able to 3v1. 4v1 with Swain coming in now. Taric is there, but we're going to see Cho'Gath trying to get out of here. Taric comes over, stuns, and then shatters, and then ultis. No, they're not. Swain turns around and dodges Cho'Gath's CC, and then he's going to go back in for more. The silence coming out from Cho'Gath. Man, this Cho'Gath is pretty scary. Janna's CC coming down. Another. Oh, and Cho'Gath hits his CC, gets shielded by Janna. The stun comes out. Oh, and then a well-timed ulti. And here comes Rammus. Will this Taric pay the price again? Cho'Gath CC misses. Taric trying to get out of there. Rammus going in. Vayne coming up. Janna also coming up. Tries to get. Oh, no, but now the Graves. Vayne is trying to do something. Oh no, but Vayne gets caught. Gets Graves here, and you know that Vayne does not want to get caught. Almost gets hit. Almost gets killed by the Gangplank ulti, but is able to get away. Wow, the blue team is treading on thin ice. The Graves comes at the perfect moment. Taric does not get taken down. Vayne is inches. She's got 134 health right now. Annie comes in to try to do something, and an exhaust goes down on Taric. Taric pops his ulti and is going to get taken down. Killing blow by Annie. Swain also wants to initiate a team fight. Here comes Annie, Janna, and Rammus. Now Rammus is going to turn around. Cho'Gath makes everyone back off with his silence. And the blue team could have capitalized on that opportunity. They tried to make something happen. Get an ace maybe for their team, even though Heimerdinger wasn't there. Get a couple kills for their team. But with Gangplank this tanky, with Cho'Gath this tanky, and Graves just being able to right-click and deal the damage that he can deal with the Infinity Edge, with the fully stacked Bloodthirster, it's just too much. Excuse me, not fully stacked because he died. Almost fully stacked Bloodthirster. It could happen that the blue team could come back, but at this point it's looking pretty unlikely. Cho'Gath getting this blue team's blue right here. He could get surrounded. He uses Feast to pick it off. And the blue team knows that he took it. There's a purple ping right there. Here comes Cho'Gath CC, and he meets Rammus in the bush. Rammus is going to go around. Oh no, it might not look good for Cho'Gath. Gets condemned against the wall. Rammus pops his ulti. Swain CC comes out, and a lot of damage coming down onto Cho'Gath as he gets taken down. Hopefully Gangplank will not be the next victim. Let's see what Gangplank can do to get out of this. There he goes, a little bit of dodge. A good dodge on Rammus. But no way, ladies and gentlemen, there are too many. 4 members of the blue team. There's the taunt. He gets out of the taunt. Is he going to be able to get away? Did I misspeak? Taric coming around. An amazing getaway by Gangplank if he can pull it off. Here comes maybe another taunt, a heal from Taric. Swain CC. Oh, a lot of damage coming from Annie. And Gangplank is... Oh, no, he's not going to get taken down. Swain pops trying to get after him. Oh, my God. And finally, the Gangplank is taken down. Graves and Taric also in the neighborhood. Condemned against the wall. Taric, and then taunted, is going to get taken down, yes, by Vayne. An amazing attempt by... Wow, blue team is now going to try and do Baron with Graves right here. What is Graves going to do? He comes in there. Is his ulti up? His ulti is not up. There comes Annie ulti. Cleanse comes out. Annie's Q. Vayne going in him with her ulti. Are they going to take him down? Swain and Rammus are trying to do Baron. Annie chasing Graves. Graves is going to back off. Here comes Heimerdinger. He's got blue buff. Baron is at about 50% health, a little bit less. Heimerdinger puts a turret down. What's going to happen? Oh, no. He gets the stun in, and then the missiles. Oh, wow, and the kill on Vayne. Rammus is also incredibly low. Pops his ulti with the turret down. Is Janna get taken down by Graves, and he kills Graves. And then Heimerdinger comes in and gets Janna. Rammus is trying to get out of here with Annie also here. Oh, my God, another kill. A triple kill and a quadra kill for this Heimerdinger. An absolutely incredible job by Heimerdinger coming in while they were baroning. He popped his ulti, he landed the stun, and he tossed the missiles out to get the quadra kill. This Heimerdinger did what he had to do to get this blue team aced, and they are going to push hard. Now we see Taric, the #1 tower pusher. Gangplank is 1 step ahead of him, taking down. We got the Gangplank ulti coming down, I'm assuming on minions. Yes, there it is. Taking down this inhibitor right here. Good job, Masturbation. And now I need a sip of water. There is a 4-for-1 surrender vote for the blue team. Absolute dominance by the purple team from the beginning. We saw in that bottom lane, it was dominance by the purple team in every way, shape, and form. The blue team had some redeeming qualities. Excellent plays by Rammus. Vayne also with some good moves, but it wasn't enough to come back from that slaughter.